Do you have no experience as a dental assistant? Have you been submitting application after application, resume after resume, and no one seems to want your talent in their dental office? Well, this video is for you. Here are 6 tips on how to land your first dental assisting job. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope I didn't scare you. For those of you who are continuing subscribers, thank you very much. And for those of you who do not know me yet and who just happened to click on this video, hi, my name is Melanie Luna Diaz and I am a dental assistant. For those of you who have been subscribed, you know that I kind of took a little break, and by a little break I mean a long break, because so many things went down. My little puppy Osito, he actually got hit by multiple cars, and that was pretty hard to deal with. And I have alluded the fact that I am always terrified of them running off into the street, and now my worst fear finally came true. But actually that's not my worst fear, that's one of them. I think my biggest fear would be like getting left behind at the rapture. But anyways, he's all fine and well. So yeah, I am back with more dental assisting videos. Yes, so here are 6 tips to help you land your first dental assisting job. Tip number 1 is basic but oh so essential. This first tip actually has a lot of little tips within this tip. Tip number 1 is to make an impressive resume and cover letter. So first of all, your resume, you have to make it stand out. You don't want it to be some boring piece of paper that has bullet points. You want it to pop out. You want your resume to be the resume that they will remember. Okay, so for example, what I did, I actually attached a photo of me with my dental assisting diploma to my resume. And in my cover letter, a cover letter added to a resume not only shows that you are serious, but also gives them an insight to your personality, and employers want to hire someone they can also get along with. I wanted my cover letter to accentuate what I stood for and my values, so that if I were to get hired at an office, I didn't want anything to come as a surprise to them, especially where I was applying at. A lot of places there are really anti-God, so I made sure to put in my cover letter that I am an active member of my church. I believe that that is very important for any career involving patient care, because it shows me to have good values and to treat everyone well, something like that. You know, make sure that your beliefs, your kind of values are somewhat in the cover letter. That would increase your chances of getting called back from a job that fits you. Tip number 2. You have to be persistent. By being persistent, I don't mean be annoying, like call people every second of the day, every day. You know, give it some time. For example, I had this dental assisting friend who really wanted to work at a certain place, and he submitted his application online. They didn't call him back or anything. A couple weeks later, he actually called and, you know, asked about his resume. That made the hirer actually look into his resume. And when they still didn't call him back, he went personally to this office and, you know, handed his resume in person. And although he still didn't get hired because that office was full, they put in a good word for him at another office and even called that other office to see if they could give him an interview. Assistant. If you really want to work at a place, you know, don't just submit your online application. Call them and then show up. I know it's kind of hard. Just call ahead of time and ask if you can go deliver your resume personally. Tip number 3. Attire is very important. If I were you, I wouldn't show up to drop off your resume or to an interview if you get one wearing scrubs. If you're going for a job interview, dress up in something business casual like slacks, you know, because employers want to see that you put an effort in your appearance. Tip number 4, ask questions during your interview. During your interview, make sure to ask questions in the end. I know that sometimes they're going to be like, so do you have any questions for us? And you're going to be like, you probably want to get the interview over with as soon as possible, so you might say no questions and then you're going to leave. However, the impression that is leaving the office is that you don't go to interviews often and you're not too interested in their job, because if you were interested, you would ask about stuff. And by stuff, I mean asking, am I gonna be able to take notes? Am I gonna be able to shadow people? Am I gonna be thrown in right away in procedures? How many doctors are there? Another important question to ask is the pay. And also you can ask if there's any benefits. Is there any paid time off? What are the work hours? Do you guys work holidays? All of these things are very important if you want to stay happy and if you don't want any surprises when you start working. Tip number 5 is make relationships. In your working interview, try your darnest to grow relationships with them. Just try to get on their good side. Try to make it seem as if they're going to like working with you. Another tip is to gain experience. My recommendation is to get as many externships/internships as you can. I recommend you guys to actually go to internships for different specialties. For example, I would say do 1 week internship at a general practice, and then the second week do an internship for a pediatric dentist, and then the third week orthodontics, fourth week endodontics, so that you can jot that down in your resume and they're gonna be like, oh, whoa. It's gonna make you look better. And it's also gonna give you a lot of insight. So externship and internships can also help you find out where you want to be. Do you really wanna be in a general practice, or do you wanna just be doing a specialty like endodontics, like me? So yeah, I hope that you get that job that you want, and I hope that it is everything you wanted and more. And I hope that this video helped you guys. Yeah, good luck, and I will see you next time on my next video. Okay, bye!